Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Riley. Thank you for joining me today, and today I will be showing you how to get this very sexual, dewy, just washed up on the beach in Maryland type of look. Very glowy, very glossy, very easy. Anyone can do it. It works for any skin tone. And it is just perfect for summer. So if you would like to know how to get this look, please keep on watching. Okay, so first off, I'm starting with the skin. So for foundation today, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Plus Smooth foundation. When I'm doing a summer look, I prefer to use a dewy foundation because this is a glowy look. But if you're oily, I suggest a matte and then just look dewy by highlighting. So yeah, I'm gonna start blending that in with the Beauty Blender. Sorry, Morphe sponge, my bad. Sometimes I just apply it directly like this, because it doesn't have a pump, or I put it on my hand, obviously. Putting it on a plate though is probably more sanitary. This looks kind of disgusting. Yeah, just blending that all over my face. And this is a pretty light coverage foundation. I don't know if the matte and poreless one is any more high coverage, but I know that this one is super light, which is good because in summertime when you're out doing shit, you don't want to have a caked on face. We want this to look like we're wearing no makeup. Okay, and then next I'm using concealer, and the concealer I'm using is also by Maybelline. It's just their Age Rewind. So I'm just applying a little bit of this, literally the smallest amount. But this is what's going to give me most of my coverage anyway, because like I said, that foundation, very, very light coverage. So I'm just tapping this right under my eyes. I normally go right here because on the sides of my nose is where I tend to look the most dark, not under here. And I can blend it out to there anyway. And obviously a little bit on the chin, a little bit here, and a little bit on the nose, and then a lot on the forehead because I get really red on my forehead. Not like you can see it anyway because I just brush my bangs down in front of it, but yeah. So I'm just blending that out, starting with the parts that I don't care if the concealer spreads. And what I mean by that is if you let your under eye concealer sit, it'll give you more coverage. So I'm just gonna let that dry out a little bit and blend this other stuff out. Face routine, by the way, is all drugstore. Foundation, powder. If I ever use a primer, it's drugstore. I just didn't use a primer today. I just used moisturizer. Moisturizer is also drugstore too. Nothing fancy. And powder is drugstore, if I didn't already say that. And it's also Maybelline Fit Me. The whole face is just Maybelline. Full face of Maybelline products. But my favorite drugstore foundation is the Milani one, and that is super full coverage. And it's one of the only foundations that doesn't settle in my smile lines. I can bake my smile lines for literally 20 minutes and it'll still crease there within 8 minutes because I kind of talk a lot during the day. So yeah, with all the talking that I do, it tends to get a little creasy up in here. Okay, so now before I set anything, as if we weren't all dewy enough, we're not done yet, okay? I'm gonna add another Maybelline product onto my face. Shocking, I know. It is the Master Strobing Liquid. This is in the shade Medium Nude Glow 200. It's a little dark when you put it on, super dark, it's an actual straight up bronze color. Once you blend it in, it just goes to the color of your skin. I'm adding kind of a lot of that, maybe too much, but we want to be very glowy. I'm adding this onto my nose as well. Not on the chin because I don't like highlighting my chin because my chin looks like an actual butt. So we do not want to emphasize that. And then just blending that in with the Beauty Blender as well. Now, as you can see, we're looking like a light bulb right now. A very shiny, shiny, beautiful light bulb. That's the goal, if you didn't know. Okay, so now is brows. So as you can see, I like have a lot of brow hair. Yeah, I have a lot of brow hair already, if you didn't know. But brow hair. So honestly, I could just put a brow mascara and be done with it, but I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to take this busted up contour kit and take this shade that I use for my eyebrows, because my hair, I like dyed it this auburn color over like dark brown, which is my natural hair. Obviously my natural hair is the color of my eyebrows. So it made like this reddish maroon shade, but it's fading. So I'm just using this like reddish tone brown. Okay, so the brows I want to be really natural, because obviously this is like no makeup look, even though we're doing eyeshadow and like the whole shebang. We're actually putting a lot of makeup on our face. It's just very like coverage, so it doesn't look like it. We're catfishing people into thinking we have good skin. Okay, so yeah, I just brushed it like that, and I brushed the tail up because, you know, give us that model-esque like facelift kind of look. And who doesn't want a facelift at age 17? Like, come on. You know you want one. You know you do. Just kidding. You probably don't. Probably never even thought about a facelift before I just mentioned it. Okay, so I just brush it up, and I put the most product by the tail, and then I just fluff a few from the front. I'm not gonna do like those brows where like all of the hairs go straight up like visibly. I'm just gonna make them look like natural. Like, no, I didn't fill in my brows. What are you talking about kind of look. I'm only gonna cut most of this out because like everyone does their brows differently, and like anyone in the world can put eyeshadow in their eyebrows, or like bronzer in their eyeshadows. Okay, I'm back. So while I was gone, I just carved underneath my brow using that same concealer. Why can't I talk today? Okay, when I was using that same concealer. And yeah, I just feel like carved brows look so much more put together. Even if it is a natural look, I still carve out my brows because it just makes eyeshadow look so clean when your brow is just like sharp. Okay, so now I'm gonna set my under eyes, but nowhere else on my face. Except for the parts where like I really don't want to look shiny. Why is there like little hairs on my face? Like, what the fuck? Like, I know I have a cat, but damn. Okay, where's like my under? I'm just gonna set my under eyes with a beauty blender because I can't find the brush. I didn't want to cover that much surface area under my eye, but I guess we're gonna have to do it. Okay, I just dip the beauty blender in, smack some of that off because once again, dewy, not powdery, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I'm just tapping out any creases. Even when I set my under eyes, they still crease. I've just kind of learned to live with it. Like, for some reason, I got a lot of little wrinkles under there. We're just gonna set those. I love how it's like not a lot of powder, and I literally have a whole like line of powder going across my freaking face. And then the sides of the nose. Just for like nose contour purposes. Okay, now I'm gonna do that on my chin because my chin gets super, super oily. Yes, and around my mouth because, you know, those smile lines, man. They really try to take up residency as soon as I put on foundation, and it is not a fun time, let me tell you. Just setting those. And whatever excess powder I just put across my nose, like over there. So when you press the powder in all over your whole face, still using the beauty blender, it'll make you look so smooth and poreless. And like, who doesn't want to look smooth and poreless? Now for the fun, but super, super easy, like anyone can do it, eyeshadow part. Vacuum cleaner just turned on. Lovely. You probably can't hear it though, so if you can, sorry about it. Okay, what palette do I want to use? Obviously one that has like bronzy colors on it, but like kind of natural. Okay, I'm just gonna use the Urban Decay Vice palette. I don't know which one this is. It looks pretty like old school though, and I'm just using like this row, which is literally just brown shades. And I'll probably use a gold shade from the Morphe 35 Ew. I could just use this whole palette for my eyes because this is literally like all browns. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the Morphe 35O because I feel like everyone on the planet does bronze smoky eyes has done one with this palette. And you know, I'm unoriginal, so I'm gonna do a smoky eye with the 35O. Okay, let me just get out my brushes. You know, I couldn't find it in the last video. Okay, so for eye primer, concealer. Not gonna set it though, because I don't feel like building up pigment forever. Like when the base is wet, it just kind of, you know, it's there. It's there and it's gonna be there. It's gonna stay for a bit. You know, when he wants to take you swimming on the first date. Even though like we have setting sprays and stuff that'll like keep it on. And waterproof makeup. Like, do you guys forget that? Like, hello. But yeah, so this will just help keep it on. Not saying this is gonna make your eyeshadow waterproof by any means. Like, I don't even know if waterproof eyeshadow is a thing. Just gonna go in with this brown shade, just a neutral brown. I mean, actually it's kind of warm. And I'm going in with a Morphe Jaclyn Hill blending brush, the JH32, which is honestly the best blending brush in the world. I mean, I wouldn't know that because I haven't tried everyone in the world, but this is the best one I've used. And it makes eyeshadow like so easy and fast because like my eyes are small and this just goes swoop. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do much. Like, this is probably gonna be, yeah, that's probably gonna be my darkest crease color. And you can do whatever shape you want. Like, you can connect it to your nose contour. You can do like a soft cut crease, like anything. You can wing it out, make it look really cat eye. But I'm just gonna like, not make it circular, but I'm not dragging it out. Just kind of keeping it till it hits the end of my brow. I feel like I look so weird filming videos with just like bangs sticking up in the air. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my eye look super like wet and shiny. What like eyeshadow do I want to use? I don't even want to use one from this palette. I'm gonna use the shade Island Glow, which is literally just like a really pale gold shade. I'm just gonna tap that all over my eyelid. Told you it was easy. That's like 2 colors at most, and then I'm probably gonna put glitter on top of it to make it look like I just jumped out of the pool or something. Jumped out. Like I just jumped into the pool and got out. I apply this with my finger because I feel like it gets the best payoff. I mean, of course, like a wet brush is cool too. Like, do you? But since this is soft, I don't want it to be like too much. So soft that like it doesn't even like make my eye shape that different. And then I just blend that out. Okay, and now I'm adding glitter. I would add the Stila glitter, like one of these little things in the shade Gold Goddess or like Golden Goddess or what it's called, but I ran out of that, so I'm just gonna use Wonderlust, which is just a champagne-y shade. I'm putting that on the center, what little I have left of this as well, and just dragging up to my crease. Not the whole way into my crease, just where my crease begins. Smaller brush like this, it's like a smudge brush, wiping off thing. I really need to clean my brushes. Like, this is dirty. Like, look how dirty these are. Like, this one literally looks like I used it for blush 80 times over. Okay, so for a lower lash line, like I was saying, just the same brown shade. That's it. And then if you add an inner corner highlight, you'll be good. Pretty. Lovely. You could keep this on the outer edge if you want, but I'm bringing it most of the way in just because I'm going to be wearing some really natural, like, false lashes. I want it to look good. Okay, so my face is still, like, tacky, so I'm just going to set, like, my jaw with powder. Because, like, I don't really want my jaw to be shiny. And just dusting a little bit over where I'm going to apply blush. And then some on my forehead. If you don't have bangs and you're not worried about them like getting foundation on them, I wouldn't even set my forehead, honestly, only like the perimeter. Okay, so bronzer. I'm using this shade. Actually, do I want to use that shade? That's so gray. I'm going to use this really warm shade. That's too dark for me, but I don't have any other options. So I'm just going to take the smallest amount, because like I said, natural, and just going to do it right there. I don't really want to contour, but since like my cheekbones are like there, like even when I bronze, it kind of looks like contour. But yeah, just a little bit. Like you wouldn't, like if you're tan, like I wouldn't even wear bronzer with this look. Okay, so now for blush. I'm not adding a lot of blush because I just want to keep this look super, super bronzy, but the blush I am going in with is Party by Tarte. Let's have a little sheen, but we're still gonna add highlighter because like, hello, glowy makeup look, how do you not wear highlighter? And the highlighter that I am putting on is Summer by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's in their Sun Dipped Glow Kit. It's almost gone. And I'm just applying this with a downed brush. And I'm just gonna like brush it downwards. Okay, and then the Cupid's bow. Okay, and then putting that same highlighter on the brow bone and the inner corner. And I'll show you what I do when I do like glowy looks like this and my brow bone. So I keep it right under the arch. I keep it the most beaming right there. And then I'll drag it out to the temples where I put that other highlighter, so it gives like a little C moment. Okay, so I literally keep on forgetting my inner corner highlight. Like, how do I even do that? I literally wear an inner corner highlight when I'm not wearing any eyeshadow. Use the same brush and just put on the tip of my nose and a line. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my lashes and mascara off camera because it's gonna take a while and that's also boring to watch. Okay, so I am back and I just applied my lashes and a little mascara. These aren't any lashes that you can buy that I'm wearing, but they're just chopped up Ardell Wispies. I cut like random parts that I thought would look cute, and like there's only 2 pieces. They're about like that big that I cut them up into and just put them on the outer to give it like a little wispy, like piecey lash look. And now we're finally at the lips. So you can really just line your lips and put a gloss on, or just leave it like this and do nothing. But I'm gonna use a lipstick and a gloss. So for lipstick today, I'm using the Kylie Lip Kit and Expose, the liner and the lipstick. Okay, so now the lipstick. And this is my favorite nude lipstick ever. Like, it works on me when I'm pale, it works on me when I'm tan. Like, it's just the perfect nude. Okay, so I just rub my lips together so that this dries faster. And this way it looks like matte. So you can keep it matte and it'd be like cute. I just feel like for the glowy look, like a gloss is always cute. So this is called Sexy Mother Pucker. It's Pillow Plump. It's supposed to be like plumping, but it's not. It's just one of those like stings and just like looks shiny, which is like still cute. It is by Soap and Glory, and this is the shade Nude in Town. So I'm just gonna put this on the center, and this is pretty nude. Like, I'm gonna swatch it, and like I just love the formula. Like, it's so like, oh, why did I pick to swatch it there? Here. Yeah, it's very pretty, very shiny. It's dark. It's pretty much like a more pinky version of Exposed in a lip gloss. Okay, now putting gloss right there. Really glossy. So pretty. So yeah, this is the finished look. And if you like this look, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.